Previously on D&Derp, the group continued to follow the drow that fled from them earlier, only to come across a giant ogre-looking thing inside of a cavern. After dispatching of that, and following the drow some more, they come across a giant castle underneath the ground. Today, they actually walk into that castle and meet a couple new friends.
On that whole
please
thing.
tell me that when we do these, the actual missions, that there aren't like 12 fuckers just sitting there waiting for us.
Depends.
Like,
Gail, I
do you
hate
need
you.
some, or do you need to like go use the coffee?
Excellent.
No.
I've already broke the spirit of one. All right. So
Yep, and
you
trust
cross
me,
the threshold
It takes
and
a
find
lot to do
as you're
that,
in the
so
dank
you should
cave
be proud.
around the garden.
No, Dale, no. Glenn's peeing, and Rain doesn't have a life bar again.
Yes, I mean no.
What? Rain doesn't have a life bar again?
Josh,
Yeah.
He's immortal.
I got it.
And Glenn's going pee, so hold on. Glenn's back. All right, fire it up. Let's go. We're doing it.
Alright, so we're back in actual gameplay now?
I think so, yes.
Well, now the other's gone.
Yeah, but we don't.
She's
She's not with the
here.
party yet.
Shut the fuck up, Steve.
Really?
I got a whole
Really?
fucking box of chips right down here, alright?
All right. Is everyone here?
Thanks, man.
Everyone but Heather,
Yes,
but that's
chips.
fine because she's not part of the team yet.
All right, then quiet down.
Alright.
So as you're walking through the dank caves of the Underdark, it's smelly, it's
The dank.
dark, it's dank, it has mildew smell behind it. There's cave walls all around you. And you get closer to what looks like this shimmering castle. As you cross the threshold, suddenly you find yourselves on cobbled road, and you see gloriously wonderful green grass and various different other flora surrounding a manor in front of you. Behind it, you now realize that you no longer even see the cave you're in. You seem to be inside of a grand forest instead. And behind the manor, you see it extends onward into a large forest, for as far as you can see, in almost every direction. Before you, you see a glorious manor. I'm saying glorious. Massive manor that has been really well kept. You stand before a pair of double doors, of which are currently closed. You hear nothing besides the sound of forest behind and all around you.
They're closed, bro. They locked.
Are you going to go up there and try it?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Wait, so since we're in actual gameplay, hey Isis,
Oh, Jesus.
Wait.
where do your allegiances lie?
No.
I've been waiting a month! A month! You let me have this.
Somebody's got a
Welcome back, Hulk.
crush.
Hey Isis, it's real good to see you again.
Good to see you
Not
too,
even
Hulk.
seen her. Dude, play the fucking game.
Hey, I'm
Jesus.
checking the doors. Are they locked or not?
Move yourself on up.
I did.
Wait, traps. God, what's wrong with you?
It'd be really nice if we had a rogue right about now.
We'll
Oh yeah, it really would be. Yeah.
Oh, that door. Wait, what? So we're not talking about this gate right in front?
No, the gate. I'm sorry, the gate is wide open. So you march yourselves forwards into there, and you check the door, and it is indeed unlocked.
Do you guys want to wait, hold on. I'll do it. Kamal, heal. Kamal.
He's like,
Who's a good Kamal?
you seem to be doing okay. I should save my spells for later.
No. God damn it. Alright, what? Okay, Isis is... Alright. Okay. Shit.
Can I see or hear anything?
Wait, you guys just want to charge inside, or should we look at the... Wait! Oh, stairs! No, you guys, stairs! Downstairs. Hold on.
So Rain moves forward,
Whoops.
probably,
Whoops.
and listens at the door.
Yep, thank you.
Isis does much the same. Isis hears nothing beyond the natural sounds of the forest. Rain hears sort of a loud thumping, like very heavy footsteps
Heavy.
Hey guys,
coming
there's
from
a-
beyond the doors.
Wait, but I'm by this door. Wait, oh, hold on. Perception? Yes. Did I do
Once
that?
again, Frizzle's by himself, playing with himself apparently.
My internal genitalia.
How's your
All right.
performance over there, buddy?
Yeah, not so good. My performance sucks, so I decided to just listen to the door.
Aw.
I couldn't even get my internal genitalia to come out.
So it's over already? That sucks.
I know, sorry.
So you
Rocket needs a break.
take a listen, and you hear what sounds like the faint conversation, but you can't make out anything.
Because I can't hear them, or because I don't know the language?
It's too soft. You can't make it out.
Okay. Is the door locked?
The door is not locked.
Okay.
Oh, fucking...
I didn't
Dale.
say no. I didn't say I'm going in yet.
Thank you.
You're not gonna just
Thank
go
you,
for
at
it.
least for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Barge through.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Go in, Josh.
You guys.
Oh,
You
look,
guys.
another door.
You guys. Wait, you
Hey,
guys.
hey,
No,
guys.
shit. Why is my mouse being stupid? All right, you guys. Hold
What?
on. There's another door here. I want to listen to this door too.
course you do.
This one.
Dude, you're fast.
I know. I
How'd
fly
you do
like
over
dragon.
there?
12 perception on that door.
You hear nothing.
Ooh, I found a way in where people aren't there.
Hold on,
Maybe.
wait.
Baby.
So you think?
Wow, yeah, it was a fairly low perception roll, but
Fuck.
thanks for coming, Hold. Good to see you. Rain is here.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me move. Wow, my fucking mouse.
Ooh, rain.
You can't occupy
Rain.
the same space.
Well, you can. I
I
just.
love how paranoid I've made all of you. You guys all listen at the door, and none of you hear anything.
Ooh,
I think
we
this
found
is
a
the
way
way to
in.
go in.
I found a way in, you guys. You guys.
Josh.
There is no Josh. There's only Frizzle.
Frizzle, you're
What?
You're first.
Okay, fine.
Go get him.
Here we go.
Go get him, boy.
I'm going the front door.
The door is locked.
Wait,
That's
what?
okay. Josh likes the
Door
back
is
door.
fucking locked.
You said that the door's locked?
The door is locked there.
Well,
Hey,
okay,
Frizzle,
why
why
bought
don't
Wait.
we bought kits to unlock doors and shit.
I have it.
You
We all
have a
have
rogue.
Low.
Can I smack it?
Oh,
can't
Dad,
you just,
if
like,
you're not here
you're not
yet.
there yet. We're
We
not
have to
here.
find you, Steve.
Can
Did
I,
you freaking find us already,
All right,
Josh?
what do I have to?
I mean,
Like,
Frizzle.
can I
Sleight
try
of
and break
hand?
it down?
I have thieves' tools.
we all have thieves' tools.
I just tried to break it down.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Way to alert them all.
So you smash your way through the door.
Let me get out of your way.
Smash.
Let me get out of your way. Shoulder punch. Oh wait. All right.
a magical doorway.
Oh, and it curves.
Doing that.
Oh, look, it's
I
a
nominate
fatal
Rain
funnel.
first.
You're all gonna die. You know, this reminds me of that part of Princess Bride where Physic comes in and smashes the door down. All right, now it's your turn.
Bullshit.
And
I mean, okay, fine.
Whack!
Stealth. Wait, hold on, stealth.
do you want a peanut?
Hold on, stealth.
All right, guys. Tell me what you're doing.
Oh, God
or bad
damn
things
it.
are about to happen.
My
That's
stealth
not very
sucked.
stealthy.
Hold on, Dale. Pay attention. Are these
I
doors?
don't know, do I?
No, you I invited him to a Facebook group.
Yes,
Guys,
cool. Frizzle
not
moved
beavers,
inside
it's
the
an
place
animal.
that all of you
Frizzle,
guys
what
were gently.
What the fuck are you doing? Get back out here.
I'm exploring.
Frizzle.
You're not even here.
I know, but I can tell when you're doing stupid things.
Well, it's because you're married to me. It's a constant.
It doesn't take marriage, John.
Wait,
You're gonna find
so
out a
she's
whole lot of
married
things
to
about him.
Frizzle? What the hell?
Well, she's not even here. Okay,
It's a secret
I want to listen to these doors.
romance.
Okay.
Perception, I think, right?
Frizzle, you got a 5 on stealth. Get back out here.
Persuasion. I'm gonna persuade the door.
Persuading what?
You talk to the door and nothing happens. The rest of you, what are you doing?
No, I clicked the wrong. I can't. see
Rain
my
and
screen.
Hulk and Isis, what are you
Shut
guys doing?
up, Dale. I can't see.
Frizzle.
And apparently you're
Click
not
the
even good
perception.
at it. But
You could just not click the thing.
Oh, there we go. Okay. No, I don't know what happened. Wait, why is what happened?
You suck.
Did Dale
So
kill me?
Frizzle Punch runs off into the darkness. Rain, Hulk, and Isis, what are you guys doing?
God damn it, Dale.
I am stealthy, so this is hold. I want to stealth the door open.
But I was no. I just clicked the wrong thing. Dale. Dale. Perception on those doors. Why is it dark? I'm a dragon. I can see in the dark. It's fine. Yeah,
you're not a
No,
dragon,
that's a
you're a
story thing.
dragonborn.
whatever. The fucking dragonborn can see in the
I
dark.
can't believe
Fuck
we're
off.
still alive.
There's a door.
Hulk, you find what looks like an entranceway to the whole thing, and you notice that there's another set of double doors in front of you.
Who?
To your right, you see an open doorway into what looks like a small workshop, and to your left, there looks like there's some wood piles. Rain, you start moving after your lost friend,
Yeah.
and you hear him gently talking to himself, trying to persuade the door to open.
Dale, we're going through a tunnel again. You're breaking up. Fucking hate.
Hell no.
Oh, he hates me
Yeah,
so much.
So Isis,
Fuck.
I think Frizzle forgot his meds today. You got a spare set?
I don't think there are enough.
Fuck all of you.
Hulk, do you do anything with those doors?
Persuade them to open quietly.
Investigation,
Maybe they like it gently. A gentle talking to.
Oh,
and then stealth.
we've already.
Didn't you hear something tromping around back there?
Oh, wow. Natural one for
Hulk,
stealth.
you've already rolled stealth. We'll use your previous roll. So as you investigate the door, you notice that there's something slightly off with the handle, but it is indeed unlocked.
Don't touch it.
Wasn't something tromping around back there? I don't think we want to deal with that. I think finding the side entrance is a better idea.
Okay, for real, Dale. When I clicked the right thing, I got a 14. So
Frizzle, as you sit there listening with your perception, you hear nothing. Although you do hear a slight thumping sound coming from...
TH. There's a T in front of humping.
You hear something coming from this direction.
Down the hallway. Oh.
Funny what people
There's a
hear what
T
they
in
want
front
to
of
hear.
him.
Did you say we heard some noises behind that door?
Your door?
Titles.
Yeah.
No, yours.
I
Too
heard
far away,
some
Homer. I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
Well, you were just talking to me though, and you wanted me.
I
to
was
do
yelling at you.
something.
Bye, Hog.
Wow.
Okay, you know what?
I
You know
was
what?
going through a tunnel.
I'm gonna go ahead and just go through
Don't
that
touch.
door.
No.
I'm going through the door.
You stupid shit.
Hold.
This is what I do, and this is dumb.
Yeah, do not be frizzle.
Because no, you had a perception the handle was fucking dumb, and you touched it,
Yep.
and you deserve whatever you get.
Yep.
I'm not helping you.
All right. The rest of you have 1 round to respond. What do you do? Holt just went through the double doors.
Don't split the party, guys.
Holt, and then and Gamal says, "Oh my God, he just went in, guys."
Why doesn't everybody just go over to M4?
Because there were sounds. I'm where there weren't sounds.
All right.
Dale, go. Dale, go.
Well, it's too late.
This session has turned to
Just a second,
shit.
guys. I'm revealing.
No,
The 4 of you walk inside inside the building.
I don't. I'm over here. I want to
is
go through
that?
this door where it's
Jesus
quiet.
Christ, what is that?
Just a minute.
Kamal, heal me.
You find what's making the sound. A massive, hulking, brutish beast stands before you. It lets out a gigantic roar.
Did they also find a rogue and a druid?
The door is locked, Frizzle.
Did you tell me that already?
Yes.
That
You
sucks.
weren't fucking listening.
I have a lockpick, the thieves' kit thing.
So the rest of you witness this massive, hulking, brutish beast in front of you. It lets out a giant roar. Please roll initiatives.
Got 18, bitches.
Hey,
Not you. You're not in the game yet.
I got a 10. Did I unlock the door?
Negative.
So I don't hear anything that's going on though, right? Because everyone fucking bailed on me.
We have 2 people off to our right. Who are they?
What?
Oh, I wonder if it's
Oh,
a rogue and a
maybe?
druid.
Maybe.
Oh, look at that!
Who
Mayhap?
could
Sorry,
help you?
I didn't scroll over further. Because
Could it be?
Where's Gamal?
All right, Guava and Sorsha.
Right here.
You guys are off on the right side of this, inside of this manor where you have been chilling out, eating for a little while, when you hear a massive roar to your left. Above all of you, you see what looks like that there is a second floor, a catwalk on the top. This second floor is where Sorsha, you and Guava are currently located.
Okay.
The rest of you are mostly focused on the massive beast in front of you. It looks like it's what would happen if you took way too many steroids, grew about 15 feet tall, and expanded out just as much. It has a massive weapon in its hand, a giant, what looks like a club. It has dull, mottled gray skin that has almost no hair anywhere on it.
Hey,
And its gnarled hands end in claws at the very end.
Dale, just real quick,
Yes.
what is to the north of the beast?
You see a man standing on the catwalk up above. When you look at him, he's wearing a fancy hat, has a large red cloak, and a deep gray beard. He appears to be wearing very fine clothing and seems to be overlooking from the catwalk. With the massive creature in front of you, Rain, what is your first action?
I'm gonna attack it.
So, Rain, you move forward, striking at the creature. Yes, indeed, you smash through its natural defenses with your heavy attack, and then channel the righteousness of your power through your sword, dealing great damage.
Righteous.
Sorsha,
Alright.
you are over on the side with your friend Guava as you were busy chatting after a meal when you heard this massive roar. What do you do?
Oh, we're
Alright,
just
I'm gonna
friends.
move and probably longbow.
So you go out there and you see what looks like a massive creature.
Let's do
You
that.
immediately draw your bow and attack it.
Yes.
12. That's 12, right, Dale? Dale?
That is 12.
Yes.
Woo!
Gamal takes a look at the massive creature and says, "Oh boy,"
I'm a bitch.
and decides to heal the closest target who's wounded, which would be Hold.
Yes!
Frizzle, off in the darkness, alone by yourself, you hear what sounds like the sound of fighting coming from the doorway right here.
So Frizzle,
You guys are making quite a bit of ruckus.
Frizzle's gonna go ahead and move right here and then open up that door to enter.
Very well then.
Is that a door?
He stands on the top of the catwalk.
Oh, now we can get after the guy up there.
At this
Well,
point,
he can only go 6 moves. Though.
short bow is going to be the only thing that hits him from here.
Okay, you just do a short bow. That's okay. His arrow ricochets off of the tough hide as he sees you all engaging and attempts to shoot the thing. Arrow smashes into the tough hide of the beast and does nothing. Hulk charges forward with his glaive and cuts deep into the creature. It roars in anger at its latest wound. The massive creature suddenly rears up and you see its skin healing over. Guava! Your chatting companion runs out, hearing the sounds of battle, and she immediately engages into the fray. What do you do?
Hey guys, it's healing. Use something that stops healing, like fire or poison or something.
Alright, well, yeah, let's try the fucking sneak attack.
Yeah.
Nice thing about being a rogue is you do have the dash action, which will give you another movement.
What the hell is that?
Jump off the balcony.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my God.
So you do a tumbling skill.
Thank
You
you.
jump down, and that'll be enough to avoid taking damage from the fall. So you jump down off of the balcony and run forwards towards the massive creature. Now you may enter melee combat with it.
I'm sorry. What is your wife's name? Drea?
Isis.
I love you. Thank you.
Would you like a nice chicken dinner?
Now, a rapier, and now I sneak attack. Oh, yeah. Hi.
Oh, good. So you managed to roll a 1. Well played. As you stab into it, it moves with the blade as you stick into it, and it gets stuck inside of its thick skin. Woo! You deal 0 damage, and it gets pulled out of your hand. It is now on the back of the creature. To retrieve it, you will have to roll an athletics check to jump up and pull it off of him.
Oh great, we have a rogue in the party.
Isis, you're up.
That's fun.
That might be
21.
next.
Dale, take that. You take that, Dale.
We'll save that roll, but on your next turn, you'll be doing that.
I aim at this guy.
Well done. So you fire a firebolt up at him. You see it ricochet off of a blue light that suddenly surrounds him, and it hits one of the sides. He says, "How very rude!"
3, 4, 5, 6. Get the guy on the top. He has a shield.
How very rude of you.
He's throwing us something to test us.
Okay.
I don't like being tested.
No.
Tested.
How testy of you.
Great, you're up.
Me? Oh. Alright. Well, I'm gonna Warhammer him.
Wait, the
With
bad guy or
some,
the dude on
smiting
the
as well.
catwalk?
You use your warhammer once again, Rain, smashing through its thick hide and dealing another 14 damage. Oh, Gamal? Sorry. Gamal?
Awkward silence.
I'm like, well, go on, Gamal.
Come on,
He rushes forward.
Wait, fire, stop healing.
Fire. Yes. Fire.
Oh, shit.
He fails to get through the giant creature's defenses.
Me.
Sorsha.
I mean,
Go to the guy to the north.
wait, the north?
On the catwalk, guy to the north.
Wait.
That's where I'm headed.
On the catwalk.
Do your little turn on the
catwalk.
catwalk.
I mean, I
Yes.
could probably shoot him from here,
Isis
right?
is
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you have that
Fucking
guy.
shoot the shit out of that
Oh,
guy.
shit.
Fuck you, little man. That's not good. Wait.
You shoot at him. Unfortunately, your arrow does not reach its mark entirely and does not even bounce off of the shield.
Damn it.
You saw that when Isis launched her fireball, it went straight and true, and looked like it was going to hit the guy head on. When suddenly it burst apart as it hit the blue shield around him, which came up just as the fireball reached him. Massive creature heals once again. There we go.
Okay.
He unleashes the full might of his fury upon Holg.
Oh, crap. Old.
Shit.
I mean,
Ow,
sorry, dude.
ow.
Wow.
I mean, you know,
Well,
thankfully
good news.
you, not
He
me.
bit him, and then he clawed him,
He hits
and then
Damn
he
it.
clawed him
Every
again.
bit of that.
Oh, you got bit by a
Oh,
troll.
shit.
Other than the 13.
Oh my god, hold.
Fuck.
Shit.
Wow.
It unleashes a rain of claws and bites upon the guy,
Are you dead?
tearing apart through his skin, straight into his weakened flesh beneath, dealing 26 points of damage. You feel weak from the amount of blood that suddenly was lost.
Oof.
Oh,
Good
Hold up.
news,
Hold is
everyone.
having Shark Week.
Right here. Dual Warhammer this bastard face
Love,
in the
love,
face.
Yeah,
Okay.
Come on.
1, 2.
My
Did either of those
name's
hit?
I'll
You're
let
right.
it-
22.
I'll let it
Fucking
go.
better.
Your second hand comes swinging in, smashing into the shield that Isis lit up. You see it reverberate. You definitely hit it, but it's unsure if you're making headway.
holy shit.
Wait, how do I...
The man says, "I won't deal with a non-sorcerer," and he waves his hand, instantly transporting you down into the room below.
Damn.
That guy guy's kind of an ass
So
face.
you.
Oh shit!
Okay.
High five that? No, you get to keep going? High five.
Holg, in his frustration, throws his maul across the room.